Howdy there. First off, let me check to see if my hair is alright. Alright, it looks nice and sloppy, like usual. Ugh, my hair looks messy today, doesn't it? Anyway, howdy, how's it going? How's life working out for you? I hope you're feeling as beautiful as ever. Hey there, Cromwell. Nice of you to join me. So anyway, I don't know. I think today's episode, vlogo thing, whatever you want to call it, is going to be about actually a personal moment in my life. It wasn't really that personal. It's not like you're going to find out some huge revelation about me. But anyway, so yeah, here's the story. Yesterday in my English class, the teacher was talking about our papers that we turned in, and she said that the paper was called a critique paper. So obviously I critiqued, and what we were critiquing was a group's presentation. And she was talking about the critique papers, saying that they weren't horrible, but they really weren't that great, and they weren't really on the mark of what she was expecting. Which isn't really much of a surprise, because no one really knows what the hell she is expecting most of the time. So therefore, as you can assume, problems arose. So anyway, yeah. She said that although we are supposed to critique the paper, we're not supposed to evaluate it. And that was just such a perplexing moment, a collage of words for me to hear, because it sounds like almost an oxymoron or a contradiction, because how can you critique something without estimating its value? It just almost boggles my mind, and it seems like such a stupid thing to say. So yeah, I just didn't understand it, because when you're critiquing something, you're criticizing it. You're noticing its shortcomings, shortfalls. At the same time, you're also praising the things that it does well. So that was what I was confused about, because you just can't do one without doing the other. Whenever you're evaluating something, you're estimating its value to you. And so therefore, yes, the group's presentation, truthfully, it has absolutely no value to me. I would not give anything to see it. I mean, I gave my time, but the time was more of a byproduct of it, because to get the grade that I want in the class, I have to go to the class. And that was what the class was doing that day. So therefore, really, it's all just a bunch of unnecessary byproducts of what I really want. So yeah, and that is really school in essence, is you don't really want to go there for whatever they're teaching. You want not even the accomplishment of going, you want the reward of the accomplishment of going, which is to proceed on to your next thing, whether it's a job, or another class, or another college, another school, high school, next grade, whatever it is, so on and so forth. And that's what was really confusing to me, was that, because it just seems like such a confusing idea. Because to make a simile to it, or compare it to something, would be, watching a person go on a skateboard and judging them, or critiquing them, as the teacher would say. Even if you say that rocked, that's still an evaluation of it, because you're noticing how much you liked it. And if you would say that sucked, you're still noticing how much you disliked it. And then you can say, oh, the reasons why you didn't like it. Either the guy didn't jump enough, or he did the perfect form, so on and so forth. And so that's just what really confused me. Anyway, I have a test in about an hour or so, and I don't know how I'm going to do. Maybe awful. It's on psychology, chapters 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't understand when teachers skip a chapter, because it almost seems reminiscent of the Star Wars sexology, trilogy. I don't know. But yeah, it's like, count to 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Star Wars trilogy, trilogy. I don't know how you would say 2 trilogies. But anyway, so yeah. But we were also peer editing yesterday, and in the English class. And I really don't like peer editing because of what I learned in high school psychology class, was when you teach your own classmates instead of the teacher teaching you, you don't really learn as much. You become more intertwined and more bonded together. But when you're in a class for only, 5 months and, twice a week, that's really not, important. What you should be learning is the actual knowledge. You shouldn't be relying on someone else to teach you how to write. That's what the teacher is for. And yeah, she definitely, her shortcomings are very noticeable, which is a shame because she's a very nice woman, and that's another dichotomy I have to notice in schooling and education in general, is if the teacher is nice, you're less likely to want to point out their problems, but they continue to think they're right, and you continue to be told you're wrong. And that's really, a huge problem, is I feel that sometimes teachers are too shielded, or feel too shielded to protect themselves by their position, and that students are automatically to always be talked down on. And the thing that kills me the most is when you will actually give them criticism, to try to be constructive, and they'll listen to you, and they'll almost take it, they really won't. Like, my psychology teacher, she's very fast with the notes. She does a typical lecture style where, the notes are behind her, and then she'll talk about them. Except really, she's not really talking about them. All she's doing is reading the notes behind her, and then scrolling down on the projector. So, and that's the thing, is it's much easier and faster to read something than it is to read it, write it down, and try to listen at the same time. So therefore, it really just creates another problem. And I actually emailed her about that, and she didn't really listen. Well, she said she would, and 4 weeks later, still the same problem. So yeah, that's the thing, I guess. So, I guess the moral of this lesson today will be, next time someone talks to you, try to listen.